So today we're going to be talking about the Wildlife Dominion bird trap, what it is, how to use it, and the best ways to use it. Hey, I'm TJ with Wildlife Dominion, and today we're going to talk just a little bit about the Wildlife Dominion bird trap that we developed that you see sitting on the ground right behind me. So this was a project that we undertook with partnership and inspiration from the great folks at USDA Wildlife Services. Kind of refined it and made it much easier to use so we could distribute it and allow the people that needed it to be able to get it, to be able to set it up as easy as possible. The applications that you may need this bird trap for are very widespread as far as what species you can use it for. So the primary species that it was developed for is pigeons, and it works extremely well for nuisance pigeons in agricultural situations, or really any situation that you find yourself having to deal with large flocks of smaller birds like pigeons and starlings, all the way up to things such as waterfowl like ducks and geese. And then we have some folks that are looking for this trap for wild turkey research projects as well. Simply put, this is a trap that works really well for capturing all different sizes of birds, whether it be large numbers of small birds or, somewhat smaller numbers of very large birds. The capture area is 30 feet in length by about 14 feet wide. We're working with two 7.5-foot wide nets that have half a foot of overlap each, which puts your catch area approximately 30 foot long by 14 feet wide. We're working with dual nets that are powered by shock cord and controlled by the latch system and the hog eye camera that you're familiar with across all of our trapping and monitoring endeavors. So the shock cord is charged, and then it is released when that latch is triggered by the hog eye camera system to close both nets simultaneously and close that full capture area. The upswing on the dowels is a 48-inch upswing, allowing you to capture some of those larger birds that I mentioned before, such as ducks and geese, and potentially even wild turkeys as well. There are a lot of other types of bird traps that are available out there. For some of the larger bird species, a lot of people are working with cannon nets or rocket nets, which have worked well for a very long time, but there's certain situations you may find yourself in where that is not an applicable trap for the location, or you may not want to have to deal with the permitting and the regulations and some of the safety precautions around some of those cannon nets or rocket nets. This net right here is charged with just shock cord, so it's super safe to use, and you don't have to worry about having any other type of permits that you may have to have for those explosive charges for things such as cannon nets or rocket nets. And then in the world of pigeon capture or small bird capture, there are a lot of widely available smaller type traps which have a much lower capture volume. We know that things such as pigeons are very smart as far as observational trap shyness. So when we're working with birds that get really shy to traps that they've seen other individuals be captured in, it's much better to catch as many of them or all of them if possible. So the capture footprint of our bird trap is large enough to where you can catch extremely large flocks of small birds at one time to reduce as much of that trap shyness as possible going forward. So that was kind of a broad scale overview of our bird trap. If you have any more questions, concerns, or think it may be great for what you need it for, feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email anytime.